Hello everyone and welcome to my YouTube channel. I won't say which channel it is because I think it's going to be on both. I'm on a podcast called The Magic Box, which is a Lost podcast. And I've also got my own YouTube channel, which is the Moldrake channel. So thank you if you're joining me on either one of those. I am about to watch the first episode of season 3 of From. I have seen the previous 2 seasons and I've just started The Magic Box, which is a Lost podcast. And this is the 20th anniversary of Lost that's happening right now. So what I thought I would do is I'd give a bit of a reaction to the first episode of From season 3 to see how things are going in that world. It's certainly an interesting conversation to have in relation to Lost because there's so many Lost allusions. I mean, obviously Harold Perrineau plays one of the main characters in Boyd in the show. And it's obviously from, I think it's Pinker, isn't it? It's got all these Lost allusions. Like, for example, end of the season, last season, that there was the lighthouse. There's a lighthouse in Lost. The girl, I think it's Tabitha, his name is, if memory serves me right. It's been a while. Gets pushed out the window, very similar to how Locke gets pushed out of a window. So there's a lot of things that actually happen that are very similar in the way that Lost works. Even like sort of like people being pregnant. Actually in the town and not meant to be able to be pregnant and stuff like that. It's very much a mystery box storytelling kind of TV show, which I absolutely adore. I did think about for some time whether or not to do some sort of extracurricular from podcast and things like that, but I just don't have the time. My world is taken up by a lot of things. So I think that reactions are probably going to be the easiest thing. Now, we'll see how these go. I'm not necessarily going to be doing these right through the whole of the season, but it is my intention to do that if people are enjoying them. So by all means, let me know in the comments down below, or if it's available to you. Wherever it's available to you, let me know what you think and if you're enjoying them. And hopefully we can get to a point where people will enjoy my watch along. So we will get into the first episode of season 3. From. I'm glad they've got it previously. It's been a while.
It's real.
Harold Perrineau's so good in this, by the way.
Almost drowned in his sleep.
Don't remember that. Yeah, so she finds the tower through the faraway tree. Yeah, that's right, and that's Victor. Oh, that draws the. Yeah, okay.
Fine until you went into the forest.
No Anthony Cooper illusions there. You know, I just expect like a prisoner now for her. For Tabitha, so we'll see what happens. If anyone knows Prisoner from the 70s, I think. Maine? Okay, that's a Stephen King. I think Stephen King has said that he actually really loves this show, so that's probably a little nod to him. It's like, where did they find her? I'm happy that they've gone straight to this, to be fair. I was concerned that we might not see this for a few episodes, so it's good that we're actually seeing it now. Or at least the beginning of the mystery. Where are you going? If this is a Plato's Cave situation, where effectively there's something behind the scenes that's a test for her, so we don't know that. Obviously, there's a kind of this way that mystery box storytelling tends to work, is that Plato's Cave is when you've got like shadows on the wall from a light that's been shone through from overground to underground. You can only see the shadows, so you think it's a monster. Where if you look above, it's actually normal people. That's the way that Plato's Cave generally works. So it could be that, but it depends. I mean, she's in Maine, so you know, a lot of weird things happen in Maine. But it definitely feels like she's in the real world. So this is interesting. Okay, there's an element of dreams in this as well, and it might be a bit of dream logic. The people that like the woman in one of the seasons that looked like a monster destroyed her, but it could well be that she envisaged that in her dream. Like, you wouldn't see that kid and not have people react to him. I don't know, that old chestnut. By the way, I'm not one for theorising, but I don't know why I'm spouting all this out. So we're on the title credits. That's a really good start. So what I could imagine happening now is that we're not going to get much from her side. Now we might see a different scene, and we might not go back to her till a little bit later on. But yeah, that's a great way to start. Now, my computer's saying that something's wrong with recording. I hope not. Jack Bender, yeah. Jack Bender, Jeff Pinkner, yeah, and created by John Griffin. And I like the this is like a darker version of Lost in some ways. I don't want to keep going back to that, but I think, as I say, a mystery storytelling would naturally have that. And even like in this, I say, for example, with Boyd here, when he had the worms underneath his arms, it's very much, kind of like an Alien or an X-Files kind of thing. So good. It's good horror to have things under, like body horror. So it's good to have that. Yeah. Yeah, seeing it Hope was what the forest fed on was a bit strange. Because it was the three of them. It was they had that nursery rhyme where the guy that came on the bus, he took a while to come around, but he started to tell them stuff, didn't he? He says it's a keep magic of three or something like that. It feeds on hope.
I'm going to go look for my wife. All right, wait, just...
And he's definitely hopeful.
You said that 15 minutes ago. Come on.
Okay, so we are seeing the pregnancy side of things. She's throwing up. Because she's got a miraculous child on the way.
I'm going to go with him. Can I talk to you outside?
Why? I'm not quite sure why. I did like the idea that Boyd's now doing the strategic thing. That makes a lot more sense now. Okay. So is this the kind of spiderweb stuff? Because there was where Boyd was having the spiderweb stuff. Oh, hang on.
I can't see it. I don't understand this.
And he was looking up from in the caves, wasn't he? There was a guy, wasn't there, that held the book and there was blood coming from his hands, but I don't remember what that was. So we're back here. I must admit, I'm naturally drawn to this type of thing. So at the moment, I'm really enjoying this side of the story. It's a new concept. It's a new beginning for season 3.
No. Please. Will you be quick?
Yeah. Thank you.
It's very trusting. I know I wouldn't do that. Okay. How many people remember people's phone numbers nowadays? Yeah, so she's stuck between a rock and a hard place, isn't she? Okay, so she's kind of stuck because she's shown that in previous seasons where she's got that dedication to the family, so it makes sense.
Why would you do that? You seriously need to disinfect your phone now.
Is that just a throwaway line? Disinfect the phone? Okay, so they've added a ticking time element to the episode. He's going to feed. Whoops. That was a look.
They provide eggs, they provide milk. They are a resource.
He's being very strategic this episode. I quite like
Place will
that.
not break us. The only way we go home.
I live together, die alone, baby. Sorry. Sorry, I will stop that. Still the fact that he knows that gun's in that pocket.
You're serious?
What's
Yeah.
the difference of sleeping in one of these things or sleeping in the talisman hut?
It's a good point.
Saw Spider.
Oh, we have a confessional going on.
He was the one that let my baby fall off that changing table.
Baby fall off the changing table. But you did. Go there.
Can you make sure Elmer goes first?
Elmer.
Since you won't have to watch your friends die.
Bless. That's a good way to add some humanity to it. So if we start seeing doppelgangers now, he embodied Victor there. That was really good acting.
See if we can't get a lay of the land.
That worked quite well, because that made me look. Surround sound in my ears. Oh, it's not them. It is, isn't it? They're intelligent, like. They're going to burn that barn down, aren't they? That's a goat. Or cow, sorry. Yeah, they mentioned cows, didn't they? The shit. It's a good kind of final act moment.
And take it back inside. We're gonna take the cows back to the barn.
He's still in the bus. I forgot he was staying there. Oh, that's Alma, isn't it? Oh, no.
What? Ethan, hey, no!
Come on, Sarah. That's Sarah, isn't it? I remember a story, I just had a sudden thought, is that her name? Okay, then. Okay. Look at the eyes on that. Really good. Oh, we're not going to get a death, are we? See, why have they opened that barn? They've done it on purpose. Why have they done that barn? I don't trust it. He's going to be made to watch, isn't he? Nope. We're in proper body horror territory on this final act, aren't we? That was good to keep it on him. The mind's eye plays on that That was brilliant. Well, can I say? Really enthralling episode. It started off quite slowly. Enjoyed the slow build up and the kind of the idea of and where she is at the moment. Kind of the theorizing on that and the fact that we get to see what we potentially might be Victor's dad. So that was good. You've got to have some stakes. That's given us definitely some stakes. So all in all, a really good episode to start the season. So yeah, can't wait to see what happens next week. A really, really good opening of season 3 and a lot to think about. A lot to think about. The intelligence of the monsters have always been something that's intrigued me a little bit with the show. They definitely have more impetus than the previous 2 seasons. We're definitely getting more of them and more, well, like that last scene. It's something that can cause problems in mystery box storytelling the more you learn. But I think at the moment, the fact that it's all about breaking down someone's hope or faith, and you've got Tabitha who's got hope of getting back to the family. You've got, I can't remember his name, but actually he ended up saying, I need to go back to look after the kids. There's a lot of stuff that's involved there, which is good. You've got some antagonism being played, but then the enemy of my enemy is my friend, that kind of thing going on with the human side of things. Animal cruelty or slaughter in there is something that I always struggle with in TV shows. It's not too bad when you're not when it's not a tiger like in Walking Dead, where you get used to the actual animal. But at the same time, it's always a difficult one to watch. And I think the cinematography at the end of that was really good with seeing Boyd, and it gives you enough impetus to go, what is going on and how is the season going to progress. So I'm really looking forward to seeing how we go from there. So thank you for watching my reaction, and we'll see you next time. Bye for now.